I came across these TikToks talking about people recognizing that they're lucid dreaming and then challenging the dream projections and then realizing that they're not actually projections. And in subconscious brainwave fashion, I found myself waking up and going back into a lucid state and doing the exact same thing. And oh my, the rabbit hole has once again opened. Okay, let's start here. I woke up in the morning and I closed my eyes and was still cozy and went back to sleep, but I was lucid. Now, before I cozied back up again, I felt a touch of sleep paralysis coming on. Now, at the moment, I said to myself, I just need to change my position. Maybe my breathing is challenged. Okay, said change. Went into a dream state, noticed a strange figure, didn't really pay it much mind, but maybe I will focus more intently on that later. And I said to self, this is a dream. Those magic words. And I heard an intense ringing of the ears, as if it was sort of like a Batman comic where I could see the circles of rings of vibration as loud as it was, and the paralysis started to try to onset. But before it could onset in its entirety, I lifted my arm and shook myself free of whatever the fuck. So, that led me into a morning spiral of, oh my fucking God. So, excuse me, in these TikToks, there's these girls, you know how we are, connected, and they challenged, this is just a dream, One of them played along and was like, you're not gonna get me today. But they all had the experience where the dream, you would think, projections turned on them. And one of them had the genius statement of the Truman Show. Like, when we are dreaming and going about our la-di-da-di-da-di time, are we in the fucking Truman Show? Excuse all my fucks, but that is all that's coming out of me right now. What the? Okay. Because I'm still in that morning dew state, that confusion. Now, I've done my morning rites. I have sat with the guardians of the galaxy this morning and have been asking the questions. Why, first, am I allowed to be paralyzed? I got the answer of a fly, because I do all of these protections. I do a lot of protections, and I was told I could do more, little, what do you call it? I could have some breast plates of Aaron-style objects, if you know what I'm saying. lanced around in areas that will create a sort of repellent. Okay, I need some repellent. And that's what my holy guardian angel said to me, that your light is bright and you attract moths. Your smell is sweet and you will attract flies. And I have big guards in all of these things, but a fly is still a fly, and it has to be swapped or caught. And these little flies, I have a particular aversion to bugs landing on me. They freak me the fuck out. Like if a fly lands on my arm, the audacity of this fly, and that sort of thing happens to me, and that is what happens energetically to me in the paralysis. The gravity of the paralysis is annoying, but the heightened is the small parasitic fly working its way into my field. My room is pretty clean. I don't have many flies. This is the second time I've got paralysis within a year. I'm surprised it happened, but I challenged something that was happening. Where was it happening? What field was this happening on? Because it seems like in a mental space. I was listening to someone talk about manifestation yesterday, a little bit of a side note, but is related. She was talking about our past, our memories. They reside in the same place of our future thoughts in the mind. So she relates the past memories, and she calls her future thoughts future memories, as if they have already happened in the timeline. But my dreams are in the same realm of thoughts, are they not? What the fuck? I've never taken much action. I've never taken much action into practicing lucid dreaming. I have taken an interest in astral travel, but I could never seem to break into the actual stepping out of my auric field or whatever. I don't know what to call it right now. I am still perplexed that this happened. Now, the only other time that this happened is when I was asking a question that had been bothering me about what is this thing that is happening to me. I'm not quite ready to reveal that because it is so odd. But what is this thing that is repeatedly happening to me when I'm sleeping? And I asked this dream thing, and I knew it was an actual thing that I was asking when I was in the dream because it was different. And it answered the question. As soon as it answered the question, a paralysis onset, as if to stop me from getting the answers I was seeking from this sort of benevolent Cheshire cat that was answering my question. I didn't do anything to have this Cheshire-esque being come in and, divulge the secrets, but it did. I don't know. I think I'm going to be a little bit unsettled for some time. Like, unsettled in, like, a Freddy Krueger sort of way. Like, don't go to sleep. even called my loved ones and said, pray before you go to bed. And I haven't done that in a long time, and I feel like I have a constant, connection of, constant prayer sort of space that I'm always in. I'm always very mindful, very demure about my praying actions, and just staying in an elevated frequency. But I don't know about this one. So I will spend some time doing more protections, as my protections have been very overarching. It seems I have to get into more of a dream state protection space. I was going to do a video on floor washing, but I think I'm going to move on to some gridding and let you know how that works. All right, y'all. I'll talk to you later. Adios.